Hey guys, I just wanted to explain something to my Mibba readers. If you don't read any of my stories, you should definitely go read them. And you have to make an account to read my stories. If you feel like reading my stories, my name on there is Tori Timebomb with a period at the end. You should definitely go read them. They're amazing. Well, that's my opinion, but I don't know how everyone else feels. But I wanted to explain the reason why I have not been updating any of my stories or adding any of the new stories that I've been writing. It's because school was hectic. I had testing the last week of school, and school had just ended this past Friday. It's finally summer, and I can actually write now, and I feel so happy about that, and I feel like I should be writing every story that I actually have on here. Chapter 11 for a devil for me is kind of, I don't know, right now. And for my other stories like Vanish Inside Your Kiss, that story will be updated probably sometime this week as well, because I already have the second chapter written for that. Miserable at Best will probably be updated. I have a whole storyline for that, and I just haven't written anything for it. And also, I'm starting to write a book, which doesn't help right now. I have a whole storyline for that too, and I am not gonna be posting that on there. Hopefully, I can actually write a novel and get it published. If I can't get it published and it gets turned down, I will probably post it on Mibba. That's my reasoning. That's my reasoning behind not posting for any of my stories. One of my new stories, the co-write, it's called Fallen Angels, and it's kind of a Black Veil Brides fanfiction, but it also includes drugs too. Destroy, rebuild until God shows. There's 6 friends that go on a road trip, and they all have their own little issues, and they meet Andy and Matt, and they become friends, and that's basically all I can tell you. So I hope you guys end up reading my stories, and for the people who have been reading my stories and been keeping up with me and making sure that I update and seeing if I ever update, thank you for reading my stories, and also I'm very sorry for not updating as much as I promised I would. But if I don't update this week, I give you permission to spork me. Spork my eyes out with a spork. Not a fork or a spoon, a spork. Yeah, I give you permission to do that. A Devil for Me has been up since July 15th, so if I don't get up to chapter 20 by July 15th, you may slap me. You may come and find me and slap me in the face. And I've lost subscribers, and I'm sad now. I have 77 subscribers. I have 448 readers, 77 subscribers, and 99 comments. It has 10 stars. I'm very proud of this story. Hurricane Haley, I have to write the next chapter. We've had that up for almost 2 years now. That's really sad. But we still didn't finish the story. We've had it up for 2 years. I need to get Miserable at Best because that's already been up for a year. I might just not update Vicky Doesn't Know, but if you guys like Vicky Doesn't Know, then I will update that. Because it only has 37 readers and 8 subscribers and 8 comments, so I'm figuring people don't really like that story all that much. As far as I know, not many people are very much in love. Not many people like Vanish Inside Your Kiss right now. I only had 1 chapter up, so that's expected. If you guys haven't read any of my stories, you definitely should. Definitely should. But just for a little description for the people who haven't read my stories, I'll give you a little start. Miserable at Best is a Black Veil Brides fanfiction. I have 3 of those so far. That's really sad. I'll read the little description thing. Brianna, Bailey Brianna Caslin is the name. I prefer Bay though. I'm 18 years old and I live with my annoying sister Darcy Ann Caslin. She's 17. We've lived alone for a year now since our parents were in a car accident. No one survived. It's been rough for us, trying to pay rent, keeping our grades up, and trying to be teenagers all at the same time. Being the older one, I'm always watching over Darcy. We're the only ones left in our family besides our distant cousins who live in South Carolina. Darcy and I aren't as close as we used to be. We're complete opposites, sadly. She's blonde, I'm brunette, but I dye my hair. She's seen, I guess. You could say girly too. I, on the other hand, I've always been strange and depressed. I have snake bites. She has a small stud on her nose. She's the type that listens to mainstream music with a little bit of screamo, and I mean very little. I hate mainstream music. For the past few years, I've heard Black Veil Brides blasting in her room, though. They used to be my favorite band till my parents left this earth. Though my mother and father didn't like them, every time I heard those intricate guitar intros and the sound of Andy's voice, I would think of them. Which reminds me, I don't like Andy anymore either. At least I don't think I do. Fallen Angels, I will give you all a preview to what this actually would be like. I couldn't wait to get out of this place. I love my family, but I just can't take this place anymore. The name's Ava Marie Leon, Ava for short. My best friends and I have decided to take a road trip to California. We've been planning this since our freshman year of high school, and maybe we'll decide to stay. That is, if all goes as planned. But with people like us, nothing can go as planned. Now, I'm not saying we have, like, superpowers or something, but let's just leave it at, we're not the most normal people out there. I'm sure you'll find out sooner or later. My hopes for right now, we survive the drive so we can see some local LA bands. And then for Vanish Inside Your Kiss, I don't know who will like this story. The Moulin Rouge. I honestly have a love-hate relationship with this musical. I hate it because it brought us together, but I love it because it brought us together. It made me see he doesn't want me. It made me see that I need him. But he can't know that. No one can. Not even my best friend. That's a good story. I like that story. I like the way that story is actually turning out. And Devil for Me. Devil for Me is a very intense intro. Okay. But, here we go. Just so you guys know, it is actually a Black Veil Brides, well, Andy fanfiction. Andy Biersack fanfiction, sorry. I walked into the house searching for a black-haired, blue-eyed boy. I walked up the steep stairs, worried but hopeful. I was grateful to hear loud music coming from the room at the top of the stairs. As I got closer, I could hear low sobs. I quickly sifted through my thoughts. What would happen if I opened the door? What if I found him without a pulse? What would I do? I decided to risk it. I slowly turned the knob and opened the door quietly, little by little. I stared in shock, tears streaming down my cheeks now. There he was, in the corner, razor in hand, ready to slash. Hurricane Haley, the Forever the Sickest Kids co-write. There you go. Haley Mack is just a normal girl who happens to have two best friends. One is in love with her. She loves him too. But does she love another man also? Or what will happen if she can't choose? What if one of her closest friends gets terribly hurt? How will it affect her? Why can't I talk? God damn it. How will it affect her? Read on and find out. That's the most cheesiest intro type deal thing. I don't know. If you guys like my stories, comment them. And I'm sorry that I haven't updated any of my stories, but they will be updated sometime this week, and I love you all, alright? Thank you for reading my stories. I'm really, really thankful that you guys like, well, one of my stories, because my other stories never got any readers. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for waiting.